right, good day. Welcome back to the Gong Show again. We're not gonging so much anymore. So, yeah.
Meet Loretta.
Meet Loretta. So, long story short, we've been fighting a little bit with Tanya's rig, with her LJ. It's been kind of acting up a little bit, running a little rough, overheating a lot.
Lots of overheating.
Yeah, there may have been a tear or two shed in town because
so many tears.
Tanya got a little stuck out there because it was up at, that 225 mark. And it's being a pain right now. So we were humming and hawing and going back and forth, and I've been thinking about it for some time, and I thought, okay, maybe we need, now that we're out in the country and a lot more highway miles than what we did. Yeah. Not that the TJs are bad on the highway. They're not. They're good. My black one will do 80 miles an hour all day long.
But both LJs are having issues.
But yeah, the gray LJ, Big Leroy, he's struggling a little bit. Not horribly, not as bad as what Tanya's is. So at the end of the day, the issue becomes we needed something a little bit more reliable and something that I know Tanya can get in and go, because out where I work, I can't just drop what I'm doing and come and rescue her like I could when we were in Houston. So, and
the more important out of all of this, let's be honest, it's not me.
We have some visitors coming tomorrow, as a matter of fact. The man cub and the man cubette and
the baby man cub.
Man cub junior is coming. So the baby's coming with the kids, and we needed something that we could go tour around in, and where he's going to be a little bit more secure.
Actually, we just needed one that had a real honest to goodness lap belt in the back. That secure him legally.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear Tanya or not. The
seatbelts.
Apparently, bolting a kid's baby seat in is a priority. It wasn't when we were kids. The parent's arm was the seatbelt, but I guess
wearing seatbelts.
I guess that's illegal. So we got to make sure the little one is safe and secure while we're touring around. So that's where we're at. I was hunting and I wasn't too sure what I was going to buy. I was going back and forth between a little pickup, because I thought it'd be nice to have something that we could haul stuff around in and do some things. And I've always had a truck. Almost our whole married life, I think I've had a truck.
Just the last 5 years we have not.
Yeah, last 5 years we have not. So I was looking, and they are expensive, to say the least. Yeah. At least what I was looking for, a little Tacoma or a little Nissan Frontier, just a little kind of quarter-ton-ish type rig, and man, they're expensive. So then I was really got down the rabbit hole, and I started looking at Jeeps. But I knew it couldn't be a TJ just because of aforementioned. So I started looking at these rigs, and honestly, I didn't know what I was looking for. I've never really researched these in the past. So the hunt started, and then it restarted, and then I gave up, and then it restarted again. These rigs are hard to find that are in really good shape for the money that they're asking. I researched about, 15 Jeeps in and around the area, and then I had to expand my search, and Tanya and I stumbled upon this one kind of by accident. We were at a place looking at some other ones, and I found this one. It's a 2016 unlimited Sahara. So what does that mean? It's loaded with everything except the off-road stuff, because that would make it a Rubicon. So it's leather, power windows, all that good stuff. It's got the hardtop matching paint color fenders, and we actually got a big, yeah, here, I'll show you this.
This is all shoved in the back of the Jeep when we got it.
This was shoved in the back of the Jeep when we got it. It is a brand new, I don't know if it's ever been on, soft top.
We don't know what that is, though.
We don't know what these are. So, I mean, if you got any idea, they look like a big bag of some kind. And then, you know, the windows and all the good stuff. So you can see we're taking really good care of it. You know, trying.
That'll be our fix tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to do something with it. I don't think we're going to put it on the Jeep yet because it's getting winter and we've got nowhere to store this hardtop. So let's walk around this thing real quick and just have a quick look and see what we ended up buying. And I'm going to show you a few things that I learned to watch for when we were looking at these rigs, because there were some other ones that were in really good shape. I mean, they looked really nice and they were inexpensive, but there was some stuff that I found that really turned me off. So I think we scored a really good deal on this rig. I honestly do, for the money, and let's walk through it.
Can we just talk about how pretty this is underneath here? Like, look how freaking clean this is. We don't own a vehicle that looks like this.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I don't know, but I love how they've shinied this all up. It's all, like, you guys can't see it.
Oh, they put that greasy stuff on that.
Yeah, it's greasy crap.
shiny
It'll
stuff.
go away, but gosh, and look back there. I'm sure Carrie will tell you all about all the extras. Anyways.
We have windshield washer fluid, I think, for the first time in a long time. All right, so the big thing, obviously, is this one has the 3.6 liter Pentastar because it's a 2016. So from all my research, the 2007 to 2012, correct me if I'm wrong, has the 3.8 liter. And that was the kind of the in-between engine between the inline six and this one. And it had a lot of issues from all my research. Basically, don't buy a Jeep with that engine in it. There's problems with the valve covers. There was problem leaking. There was problem with the oil filter housing, cracking and leaking, oil pump, all kinds of stuff with that thing. I think in 2012 they had issues with the heads. So I was I wanted an older one, but it was really kind of turning me off, all the stuff I was reading. Now the big problem with this one is it's the VVT, which is the variable valve timing that they introduced into these. And so what it has is cam phasers. And over there, I guess they have plastic parts in them, so that they vary based on RPM and torque and all that kind of stuff. It's all about fuel economy. And so what happens over time is they start to rattle and you'll hear them ticking. And then if you don't address it right away, then the cams start chewing up the lifters because they get hungry, and then it's bye-bye. So that's when I was really shopping around, the first thing I did was I had either the person that was showing it to us or Tanya turn it on and just sit here and just listen and see if there was any issues or anything that we could hear with ticking. So
Turn it on.
nope. So this one is quiet as a church mouse. It still has the plastic oil filter housing, which is obviously an issue. And then I know the valve covers leak. So the other thing I was looking on these ones was the gaskets in here. I looked at a few that just had RTV soaked all over them because obviously they were leaking and people were tired of them. So that was kind of the issues there. Is that one? I don't know how to do this. I think it just pushes. Yeah, there we go. It just clicks. So, I mean, other than that, everything else, it's shiny. It's really pretty. And then we've got the HID headlights. And this is nice and bolted down, so when you're driving down the road, you can hear it rattling. But not to be confused with the engine rattle. So this will be something that I gotta take care of. People kind of do things halfway. This one, it has a little bit of more history on it. It's got 46,000 miles. That's it. So it's a pretty low mileage rig, and that's why I know I got a pretty good deal on it. A lot of the other rigs that were the same price were almost 100,000 miles. And on these engines, that's getting up there, especially if the maintenance isn't maintained. And then the other thing, the second thing after the ticking was checking the front end. And there was like, I don't know, how many? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
We looked at
Well,
least.
The last 4, way before we bought him, yeah. Perfect.
So on the front end, oh, I should grab that light. I noticed this on more often than not. So the steering rack and the tie rods, I literally would just grab this and twist, and they were clack, 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 clack. The tie rod ends were just wore right out. And the same with the steering rack. It was clack, clack, clack on a lot of them. So this one's really tight. This one's a little worn. Like I can move it. I gotta really work it though. So it's fine. Obviously upgraded. You know, whoever had this Jeep before really kind of took care of it. The Carfax was kind of it didn't have a lot of maintenance records. I think it only had about 3, maybe 4 oil changes on it in its life, but it was a single owner Jeep. The next thing I noticed was the bell housing. And then this is RTV. So on the Carfax, the differentials around 40,000 miles, I think, is the service record. You're supposed to flush the differentials and clean it all out. And this one said it hadn't been done, but because it only has 46,000 miles on it, I wasn't overly worried about it. Thought, we can knock that out. But then I got looking, and I noticed it. So, okay, there's a good chance it has been taken care of. And then obviously looking around for any signs of oil or coolant or anything up around in little nooks and crevices. They can pressure wash it all they want, but if something's leaking, it's gonna show. So I really spent a little bit of time, and then just doing the usual undercarriage stuff. Looking at...
It was interesting because as we were looking at all these Jeeps, Carrie would climb underneath the Jeep, and the poor salesman had no clue what to do with it. It was so funny.
Yeah. So then we just do the whole under thing. So those were the things that I really looked out for. Okay, so the Carfax was meh in the service department. But as we found out, it was all just on the little telltales. It was all good. And then of course Tanya was climbing all over the interior like a little monkey, checking every little bit and piece. So interior, it's kind of dark in the garage, but you can see it's got the brown leather, and then it's all loaded. It's pretty factory in here. No, nothing major. The only thing that really got me was there's a hidden compartment here, and it's gone. The cover's gone. There's usually a plate here that fits over this, and you can't tell that anything's back there. And I think there's a little clip. Yeah, you can hide stuff in there, but it's gone. So I was a little disappointed. So other than that, I mean, loaded. I think it's going to be really good.
I really like those things right there.
The grab bars?
No, these.
Oh yeah, so that was one of the other big telltales. Let me get rid of this light if I can show it better. So the Freedom panels, they're typically just fiberglass or plastic. But this one and one other one that we looked at had these sound deadener things in it. And I don't know if these are aftermarket or if they came with the Jeep. They're stuck to it. Like I can't get them off. So, and it actually, I can't believe how much sound it soaks.
Yeah. I
Like
really like
the other Jeeps are like an echo chamber with that stuff because there's nothing to deaden the sound. So no road noise. It sounds just like a normal pickup or a minivan. You know, it actually it sounds really good. So yeah, I think it's going to do just fine. But the last thing with this Jeep is obviously you notice the wheels and tires. And I'm typically not a fan of the 20-inch rims. If you remember, I really railed on those when I bought Tanya's other rig. It had the 35 by 12.5 by 20s. This is the same. But for some reason, just the look on this rig with the lift kit that it has, it actually looks
really nice.
really, really good. When they drove it up and we looked at it for the first time, I'm like, wow, that pops. So I think we're going to leave it. But here's the kicker, and I saved the best for last. So if you stuck around this long, this is the little nugget for you. The axle ratio in this rig. And I saved that because I've talked about it a lot, but this is a prime example. So the Unlimited Sahara in the quick order package in 2016 came with 321 gears. And everybody went, yep, pretty much. And that's where the RTV on the differentials came into play. So I double checked the build sheet because you can actually get the window sticker online for these. Who knew? And on the options package, it got a whole bunch of options. The 9-speaker audio upgrade, the head unit with the navigation and all that stuff. It was, there's a whole custom comfort package. It's got heated seats.
Not that we're ever going to need that in
Not
Texas.
that we're ever going to need that in Texas, yeah. We do just fine. But some of them did have the 373 upgrade purchased. This one did not. So it was kind of like for me, but when I saw the RTV on the differentials, I'm like, why? Why would you pull the covers off when there's drain plugs on those to drain the fluid out of them to put new stuff in? So I gambled, and I haven't looked yet. I don't know if this thing's been re-geared or not. There's a lot of work done on the suspension. You probably saw it on the front end, but on the rears, we've got Fox shocks, Fox springs, adjustable track bar, adjustable control arms, the whole 9 yards. They spent some money and they did it kind of the right way. But you can see the RTV. Driving it, I can get to 70 miles an hour and still get fifth gear out of this thing, which is, with that size of tires with a 321 gear ratio, is hard, and it should be. A lot of people say that they can't get it. So being new to this 5-speed transmission automatic with the 321 gears, I don't know what it has in it. So I think through the course of this, we're going to find out. I'm not going to peel it apart yet. I'm going to do the whole front to back, check the fluids, stick my finger in there, see how clean it is, and then if we need to flush it or change it, then I will. And then at that time, I'll take the covers off again, and we'll do an inspection, and we'll make sure that we bring you around for that. So this is her. This is going to be kind of Tanya's going into town rig. We're still going to keep her LJ around, I think. Not going to do anything with it. It's going to be hard to sell that thing because
No, we don't want
we salvaged it, and the paint on it is pretty meh. It's pretty bad.
I just think that there's no point in selling something. I mean, we have too many vehicles for the two of us.
Well, we got 2 each.
This is true.
You can never have enough. Blasphemy.
What we need is like a piece of land. Anybody have a piece of land?
Yeah,
Close to
I'll
where
trade
we
you
are?
a couple Jeeps for a piece of land. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So there's going to be a few more things with her. I'm sure I did buy a new stereo and some integration kits so that Tanya can get the maps and Android Auto and all that stuff. So we're going to install that. I got a backup camera for it because this is a little bit bigger rig than what you're used to. Don't want her backing into stuff.
She a beast.
She's a beast. So that's going to do it for today. All right. Thanks, everyone. Still appreciate y'all to the new subscribers that have come. Thanks. And see you on the next one.